Before I begin, hello everyone, my name is Mr. George. We are outside right now. Beautiful night here in North Carolina, so if you hear any bugs or birds or dogs or cars or neighbors making any noise, it's not a big deal. Just thought this 65-degree calm evening would be a nice night to get outside and talk to you. So welcome. What I want you to do is just take a few minutes to please give this video your attention. I want to show you some of the kinds of things that I would like to do. What I did here was go to Edgenuity and I just took a screenshot of your learning objective. This is where I am told you guys are supposed to be right now. I should say guys and gals. There is your lesson objective for, I'll say today, but yeah, you can get started on this today. Although I'm not going to teach a whole lot of it just yet. I just want to walk through what I would like to do to get you guys started. So first thing I would do on a typical day is do some review. Today we'll review completing the square, which is something you've learned recently if you're caught up and where you're supposed to be. So please listen as I walk through a review, or actually I have 3 examples I want to go through. This is a Edgenuity question. Choose the value of c to form a perfect square trinomial. We're looking for the value of c there. If you are excellent at completing the square, you already know the answer, but please stay with us. So here's our original equation. I do not have a factorable trinomial on the left side of the equal sign there, so I need to do some clever mathematics here to complete the square, and I will start by adding 3 to both sides. That leaves me with that equation. Now I need a new constant but behind that 8x, so I'm going to got to figure out what that question mark is, and then to keep the equations equal, I'll have to add that to both sides of the equation. You can always do that in equations, add or subtract or multiply or divide, as long as it's by the exact same amount. In this case, I need to come up with the number that will make x squared plus 8x plus that number a perfect square trinomial, and 16 is that number. So if you're good at factoring trinomials, you will definitely come up with 16 quickly on that one. And that's the answer to the question that we were originally given, is 16. We would be done right there if we were just answering that. But that is the completed square right there. Okay, hopefully that rings a bell and you can do problems like that. Let's look at another example. Here we've worked through some things. We've decided that it's not a perfect square trinomial on the left, so we'll add 59 both sides of the equation first. Get our new equation. Start to think what number comes after that 6v, so we're going to fill in the question mark on both sides of the equation, maintaining balance, of course. So what number will make the trinomial a perfect square trinomial? Hopefully you are thinking 9. If you are good at this. And that problem is done right there. The quantity v plus 3 squared, that's our perfect square. The 2 binomial factors are v plus 3 and v plus 3. And one more example. So good review stuff, I think, is always a good way to start. Freshes the memory, gets you launched into the next thing. Here we'll add, or subtract 11, from both sides. That was not a perfect square trinomial. Now we start to think about that constant. Here we decide, is it a positive or a negative number after the 12x? Now, hopefully you've been taught that negative 12 in front of the second term there gives that away, so we will know that number must be a positive, because negative times negative is positive, and we need 2 negative numbers to add together to get that negative 12. So we'll need 36, of course, because our work would look exactly like that. I'm not terribly fond of my explanation there, but at least we got it right. And that's sort of what we could do to go through some review stuff. I like making videos. It makes it easy. I can share it with other classes and even the whole wide world if they're willing to watch. So then we'd be done with that, and we would head into our lesson. Again, these are screenshots from Edgenuity. I'll find other things to supplement our work, and we will figure out a way to have an excellent next 3 quarters. So I'm going to stop that video right now and just say thank you.